Okay, today we are going to be talking about rhyme scheme. This is one of our last days of our poetry unit. And rhyme scheme is just pretty simple, very general. So to start with Poetry Slam, this one is a really good one. This is one of my favorites. Now, you have to put yourself in the mindset of being back in school in the actual classroom. That's where this one's set.
Yesterday you asked me if I think about you during the day, in class or on the bus. Do I ever wonder who you're with or what you're doing or what you're thinking about? Well, I'm in math class right now, and I'm thinking about you like crazy, like hands think about holding, and arms think about folding, and minds think about not thinking but knowing. I'm thinking about you like feet think about socks and socks think about shoes. I'm thinking about you like rock and metal think about screaming, like blues thinks about rhythm, like hip hop thinks about hose. Like gardeners think about hose. I'm thinking about you like tops think about spinning and rocks think about sitting and cops think about arresting people. I'm thinking about you like people think about the clock 5 minutes before a shift ends. I'm thinking about you like A thinks about being with C, like B thinks about seeing D, like E Fing G, like H eyeing J. I'm thinking about you like white and black think about making gray on a paint palette, like night thinks about making day in the morning, like rain clouds think about pouring. I'm thinking about you like math analysis thinks about being boring, cause seriously, any class this boring has had to take some serious thought, so I'm thinking about you like the last problem on this math quiz. I'm thinking about you like bugs think about grass, like thugs think about grass, like students think about class, like ladies think about class, like lower middle class people think about flying first class to places they only think about, like New Zealand or France. I'm thinking about you like pilots think about the horizon, like the clouds think about the wind and the wind thinks about the trees, like teenage boys think about the birds and the bees think about serving the queen and making honey and honey. I'm thinking about you like crazy. Like mattresses think about springs, and winter thinks about spring, who thinks about summer, and it doesn't matter what season it is. When I'm thinking about you, it's always sunny, like rainbows and bunnies. And I'm thinking about you like rich people think about making money, and broke people think about making money. And when I think about you, the world makes sense. Let me go change. I'm thinking about you when I get dressed, because before I step on stage, when I look at myself in the mirror, you're the only one that I'm trying to impress. I'm thinking about you like boats think about floating and paddles think about rowing and poets think about flowing. I'm thinking about you like bankers think about loaning and renters think about owning and stoners think about throwing rocks. I'm thinking about you. I'm thinking about you like keyboards think about keys and keys think about unlocking locks, like Goldilocks still thinks about bears, like bears think about being cool. I'm thinking about you like refrigerators think about being cool and microwaves think about being hot, like kids think about breaking rules, like targets think about getting shot. I'm in math class right now, not trying to get you off my mind. Just simply off the sine, cosine, and tangent lines I'm graphing. I'm thinking about you like numbers think about adding, like cripples think about standing. I'm thinking about standing up and walking out. I'll say I have to go to the bathroom or something, and I can find out exactly who you're with and what you're doing and what you're thinking about, but I think you're in class right now too. So I'll text you. I'm thinking about you. Send.
All right, what y'all think of that one? The performance of it.
I like how he related everything together.
Yeah.
I enjoyed that he stopped every time right before he said something funny. That made it nice and dramatic.
Yes. Like the stoners throwing rocks.
Mm-hmm.
Nice example of enjambment in the orally. Alrighty, so rhyme, guys. It's rhyme time, right? You guys know when words rhyme, probably by now, and it's all based on the vowel sounds, right? Like line versus lee, right? Those two words don't rhyme because the I and the E are pronounced differently. So exact rhyme is where two words rhyme exactly, right? Like right, might, sight, fight, etc. It's a close or approximate or slant or near rhyme if the words don't rhyme exactly. And I'll show you an example of that here in a second. End rhyme occurs at the end of the lines, like we went to the stars, we drove our cars. Notice that's multiple lines, and each line, the end of the end word of the line rhymes. It's internal rhyme when the rhyme occurs in the middle of one line. So the long light shakes across the lake. And then close rhyme, also called approximate, slant, near. That's where the repetition of sound is not exact. Like I want you to do this now, you just don't know. The now and no don't rhyme completely, but they're somewhat close. And a poet sometimes has to do that because to make your poem make complete sense and maintain a rhyming pattern sometimes is rather difficult. And so here's how we find the rhyme scheme of a poem. You look at the words, and you're going to assign a letter to each sound. So weep, right? The eep, that eep sound, that's going to be A. So any other sounds in this that match eep is going to also be an A. So we would add an A to keep. Now I go to the next line, C. Well, E is different than eep. So therefore, that's two different types of sounds. So while weep was A, C is going to be B. Keep rhymes with weep, so that's also going to be A. The rhymes with C, so that's also going to be B. And you can go through the whole alphabet. Sometimes you're going to AA, AB, AC, AD, etc. So this rhyme scheme would be AB, AB. So rhyme is not too difficult, pretty simple skill you've probably learned about before. Do you all have anything to add on that?
No, I think just it's important to make sure that you get the A's and that are exact rhymes and the B's. So the pattern of it.
Yep. All right, so that's it for today. So we will see you guys tomorrow for our last day of our poetry unit.
Have a good day, guys.
See ya.
Hope it was a good Monday.